Alright, what is going on everybody? HG Jammers here, back with another Street Fighter V video, and in today's video it is going to be yet again another matchup knowledge video, this time focusing on everybody's favourite character, yes, every single player playing Street Fighter V at the moment, our Brazilian beast, Blanca. Yeah, I bet you guys could sense the enthusiasm behind my voice in that sentence there. But yeah, in today's video we're specifically going to be looking at a few areas that Mika players may have problems with in this particular matchup. I'm not going to show everything because this matchup is still being fleshed out, and unfortunately I don't know everything, so apologies about that. But we're going to be showing some solutions to a few areas Mika players may have problems in. My tongue was twisted there. But yeah, without further ado, let's just jump straight in and get on with this. This video may be pretty long because there's quite a few things to get in. So yeah, without further ado, let me just double check. I'm all good to go. Yes, we are. So yeah, main thing to note about Blanca is he is very elusive, he's very difficult to catch and pin down, and this matchup can be very problematic for Mika because it's just generally hard to pin him down and get a command grab while he's being mobile and traversing the screen in like so many different ways. You can even call it omnidirectional if you really want, if we're talking about V Trigger 2 here, but it's just generally hard to pin him down. That's the, you know, long and short end of it. But yeah, we've got a few solutions here. We'll be covering the light Blanka Ball, maybe a couple rainbow rolls, the great roll, or the backwards rolling step, sorry. We'll be going over something about his command grab as well, and we'll be showing something that I've put on Twitter, but we'll put it in this video just for safekeeping and archives properly, so you guys can see that at the end of the video. And please note, V Trigger 1 is imperative in this matchup. If you want to use V Trigger 2, by all means be my guest. I've tried it, doesn't work, so you should be using V Trigger 1. Alright, so first off, I should have a recording of Blanca, it should be this one, doing the light Blanka Ball. Lovely. So this move's actually, I know people have put things on the internet regarding light Blanka Ball, you need to punish it or you need to deal with it here and there. So for Rainbow Mika, it's actually best for her to deal with the move before it connects with, before it connects with her basically. So Blanca's light great rolling attack, if you deal with it before it connects, it's good. It's better to deal with that than when it's actually blocked, because Mika doesn't really have a concrete punish for that. Even in the corner as well. I think she has one or two, but she's got better punishes mid-screen. So if we show them now, so the first one you want to do is you want to do crouching hard kick. This is a meterless answer, and this will be your least damaging answer against Blanca. And the reason I say you can use this is because crouching hard kick is very active. It's got 8 active frames to be precise, and you want to do it when Blanca's pretty near Rainbow Mika, because, well, you don't want that. I'll get onto that in a second. Because as he's recovering from the light Blanka Ball, you should be able to like trick guard him essentially and get the punish. There you go. So the active frames kicked in there, and they got the punish. You'll get a knockdown, you'll get a little setup there if you're cheeky about it, but it depends if Blanca's ready to quick rise. But you can use crouching hard kick as a very basic answer, shall we say, just utilizing the properties of the move. And what I did earlier before is if you do it too early, what will happen is, because you mistimed it, Blanca will probably recover before you, or you guys will probably recover nearer the same frame, but they might try to catch you off guard with a throw. So please, 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 I implore people, try not to do this early and get your crouching hard kick to whiff, because if it does, Blanca's they might even hit you with their invincible reversal, or they might try to catch you guard with a grab. So please beware of that. So crouching hard kick is your first answer. Your next answer is, if you're not confident in using the meterless answer, then by all means, I've said this in my previous video, but use EX Peach. It's got armor on it, does 130 damage, and because Blanca's flying towards you, there's nothing you can do about it, except when he's finished recovering, he can block, but you should be ready. EX Peach has got 5 frame startup, so by all means, just do EX Peach to react, get that armor, get that damage, and get your Oki set up after that. Pretty straightforward answer. I know it costs a bar, and people don't really want to be spending meter here when they could be utilizing it elsewhere. But even I do this against Blanca players when I'm fed up of them. I just do EX Peach, and it sends a statement. It's like, you can't be getting away with this light Blanka Ball all the time. So that is the next answer there. So we've got crouching hard kick, we've got EX shooting Peach. The third answer, I've only seen Luffy, I think I've seen Luffy do it. I've seen Fudo definitely do it online, or maybe in a tournament. But this is very, very tricky. But let's see if we can get it. So you want to use standing light kick. I think Mojo actually done a video on this when Blanca was released a couple months back as well on his Twitter. If I can find it, putting the link in the description below as well. But you want to use standing light kick to avoid the Blanka Ball very last minute, because Mika's stand light kick, it kind of reels her hurt box back, or it adjusts it so she won't get hit by the Blanka Ball. And then when you do the standing light kick, you want to press stand medium punch really quickly afterwards, because they'll still be in range to get punished. And when you do that, you don't want them to be airborne, you want them to be, or you want Blanka to be on the ground. So when you do that, you get the stand medium punch. This is very tricky to do. Like I said, I've only seen Fudo and Luffy like do it once. But you get the stand medium punch, and then what you do is you can follow up from the stand medium punch after that. I don't even know if I'm going to get this once, to be honest with you. Okay, it's going to be very, very tricky, but let's see if we can do it. Alright, third time's the charm. Let's see if we can do it. Well, fifth time's the charm, maybe. There we go. Oh, missed the stand hard punch, but you get the idea. Hopefully you get the idea, because it's not easy to do. But when you do get it, punish is pretty sweet. It's meatless BMB. There we go. Meatless BMB. There you go. It does take a little bit of practice. If you're not confident with this, like I said, this is pretty hard to do. But if you do get it down, it's mighty gratifying. So, yeah, a little bit of practice and you'll get that answer down. And Blanka players will definitely know not to whiff their light Blanka Ball in your face. So I've showed you two meterless options. One of them is pretty hard. And I've showed you a metered option there. So by all means, utilize them to the best of your ability and get on with that. The next thing you want to know about light Blanka Ball as well, I think it's this recording here. Yes, okay, so I've got a string going into light Blanka Ball. So this is the main problem about this move for Rainbow Mika. So Blanka can, 9 times out of 10, he can get away with it because it's not like a solid concrete punish. Like I said before, to reiterate, there's not a concrete punish for this move for Rainbow Mika. So if Blanka does certain strings into light Blanka Ball, what will happen is your best option is EX Peach. But unfortunately, even reversal timing, the EX Peach will whiff. So let's get reversal if I can get it. Now I'm getting really bad at doing this. 1, 2, and then, yeah, well, okay, maybe not. Doesn't want to come out. Don't know why it doesn't want to come out. There we go. So even when you get reversal timing, it whiffs, and then you'll land right in Blanka's face. He'll get a full combo, and then, or he'll block it. He'll get a full combo from maybe a stand fist, or maybe a crouch medium kick, sorry. Because stand fist is 11 frames for Blanka, and then he'll get a punish. But one thing you must know is it depends on the string that Blanka does into light Blanka Ball that will determine if EX Peach connects or not, because it can actually connect. But I'll show you how it actually can connect. So if I crouch, jab into not heavy Blanka Ball, let's do dash, dash, and then light Blanka Ball instead, get the block. Alright, let's do this. Lovely. Alright, so if he does one button into the Blanka Ball, you can get 2 hits of your EX Peach, but the third hit will unfortunately not connect. So this is if he presses one button. I haven't tested it with all the buttons, but this is a very good example. Probably crouch light punch will work as well. So please keep that in mind. If he does like 2 buttons into light Blanka Ball, EX Peach will not catch him. If he does 1 button into light Blanka Ball, EX Peach will connect twice, but not the third hit. So what will probably happen is Blanka can probably quick rise and punish you because of the recovery frames. It does depend, needs more testing, but I'll leave that to you guys in training mode. So that covers the light Blanka Ball there. Sorry, let me just take that off. Yeah, so that covers the light Blanka Ball in general. Now, alright, sorry about that. Something happened while I was recording, so I have to re-record this section again. But yeah, the next thing we're going to be moving on to in terms of dealing with Blanka is his light Blanka Ball, which if I should, or not, sorry, not light Blanka Ball, his rainbow roll. And I should have the light version, yeah, so I've got the light version here, and we're going to show something about the EX version a little bit later on. So this is pretty difficult to deal with because most of the time, if you are at full screen, Blanka players will kind of do this to like build a little bit of meter and try to trick you into which version you want to try and punish. But we've got the light one here as the example. So if Blanka does happen to do the light one from full screen, you can use a drop kick to potentially punish him and catch him off guard. There we go. Get the drop kick, get the crouching light kick. Now the reason I'm doing the crouching light kick is because you are actually too far from certain distances. You are too far to connect the target combo afterwards, and you don't want to get whiff punished in a weird situation like that. So let's see if we can actually showcase this to you here. Yeah, so see, you're too far to connect the stand light kick, so you can't follow up with the target combo. So I think your best choices are do the drop kick into the crouch light kick when it does reach, because it does reach from relatively far out. There you go. Or if you're really sneaky and you just happen to be in range for it, do the EX Rainbow Typhoon. I was probably slightly out of range there, but it's no big deal. Do that. And then, okay, I'm just mistiming it because of the hit stun. Third time's the charm. Let's get this right, jammers. There we go. Okay, maybe not. I was too far there, but you can try to catch him off guard there. I'd say it's ill-advised, but look, Mika players got to take that risk to get the win. But yeah, keep that in mind. I think you can also use V Trigger 1 as well. You may be able to get away with it. No, maybe not. That was the light version. Let's try and quickly record maybe a heavy version. Let's try the heavy version. Oops, maybe not. Let's try that again. So backdash twice. And then, nope. I'm really bad at recording things. And then rainbow roll. Yeah, we'll just do that. It really depends on the version. If Blanca does the medium or the heavy rainbow roll, so the backwards rolling step, you should be able to catch him off guard with, or not catch him off guard, you should be able to punish him with V Trigger 1 and then maybe get a follow-up. Yeah, EXP, something like that. So do keep that in mind. If he does the the light rainbow roll, the backwards rolling step, you got to use drop kick or even and get a follow up with crouching light kick. If he does the other two versions, then you can use V Trigger. That's if you have it. That's why V Trigger 1 is imperative in this matchup. So you really got to be cognizant and vigilant to what version of these moves that Blanca is doing, because this is why it's hard to keep up with him. And V Trigger 1 helps things because it slows down time. Now, if I get us to the corner, I do apologize about this, people. If I get to the corner and then get a recording of, let's see, jump, backwards rolling step. Yeah, there we go. I'm going to get the EX version. This is something specific to the corner. This may help you, this may not. So, if you do have, let's undo this first. If you have Blanca trapped here, roughly around here, and you're marshalling the corner, you're not so much in his face, you're just marshalling him in the corner, and he has one bar. He may try to activate V Trigger if he does have that available. If not, he's definitely going to try to escape via a rainbow roll, mainly the EX1, because what would happen is he can actually trick you into trying to walk under it, and he can pilot it to make it land in front of you and then get a combo, or he can just use it to go over your head and go full screen, and then it will be hard to catch him again. Like I said, he is elusive, but if he does do this, you can do EX Wingless Airplane. When I get the timing right, you're supposed to react to the backwards roll. You can use EX Wingless Airplane to pin him down, because EX Wingless Airplane has got a very good arc. It covers actually the space that Blanca wants to try and escape. So if you get the timing right, which I'm really bad at it now, you do that, catch him out. You do get the damage in the setup, but you are trapped in the corner, unfortunately. If he has another bar, he might try to catch you off guard with Invincible Reversal. That stuff can happen. This stuff can happen in general for Street Fighter 5, but this is one way to pin him down, or at least stop him from trying to escape the corner via rainbow roll. Sorry, I think you might be able. Yeah, okay. You can do a light wingless airplane as well. That's not too bad. But I think people will be more mentally confident in the EX version. That's why I'm encouraging people to use the EX one. If you're really good and you're really slick, then use the light one. You'll be way better than me. But this is one way to pin down the EX version and stop him from rolling out. And your reactions have to be on point, but it's more of you need to predict that Blanca is going to try and escape after you've marshaled him into the corner and trying to control him there. But yeah, that is pretty much that with the backwards rolling steps, the rainbow rolls. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys, because it does make sense to me, because I'm the one that's doing them, obviously. But it's hard to showcase all these examples properly and obviously showcase them or do the examples like 100% properly, because I'm just being really whack at it right now. But yeah, the next thing we're going to be dealing with is Blanca's command grab. So I actually need to record this. Right, so we're going to jump, and I think, if I'm correct, it is it that one? Is it punch? Okay, it's punch. Alright, so that's really bad. I forgot the input to his command grab. So I'm going to do just a random version. Yeah, I'm going to do the command grab. And then let's just do that. So this command grab is pretty interesting because, like I said, Blanca is difficult to catch and difficult to pin down. I'm going to keep reciting the same lines because we need to get that in our heads as Mika players. But because of how he traverses and how mobile he is when it comes to moving around the screen, you can actually forget that the command grab's there. You know it's part of his repertoire, but you forget it's there, and they tend to use this at the end of rounds or to try and change the tides of battle in terms of a life lead. That seldom happens though. It's usually there to catch you off guard and end the round. and it is a lunge, so you can get confused for maybe a backwards rolling step or maybe even some V Trigger 2 combination or whatever. You can get confused sometimes. We are human, it happens. So the one thing I say about the command grab is, again, it's a command grab. If you see it, you can jump. It's kind of like Birdie's Bull Revenger. Like, if you know it's coming and you're ready, then by all means, do a late jump back. I mean, Blanka players don't mind if you jump back because they're not going to get punished because you're jumping back, period. If you do a neutral jump, you can get something there. But most of the time, Blanka players, a smart Blanka player will actually condition you to forget the grabs there. So the answer to that, or a solution to that, it's not like a concrete solution, it's a temporary one. It could happen every now and then, but it is a decent idea. You might as well use V Trigger 1 to react, to slow down time, to see that the command grab's coming, and when you do see that, you get the neutral jump and you get a full punish there. The punish is not too bad, that's meterless there, but obviously depending on your resources, it will depend. Well, I've done that way too late, but yeah, when you use V Trigger, V Trigger, you slow down time, get to C. Obviously, don't do it too late, otherwise you'll probably just get clipped by the grab. He gets the damage. He gets no setup after it, thankfully, because it shouldn't be part of his arsenal anyway, but you can use V Trigger 1 to react to the grab. If I use, let's do backwards, something like that. No, okay, I've got to do a little bit later. But yeah, I say V Trigger 1 is a decent solution to his command grab. And when I get the drop kick, sorry for my poor examples, my poor execution tonight. There we go. Get the drop kick when it's airplane. So you get decent damage regardless. So I'd say your best option is to use V Trigger. Obviously, you won't have V Trigger every second of the round, but if it does come about and you're ready, then use V Trigger 1 to help counteract his Wild Hunt command grab. So hopefully that covers things there. Now, the last thing I want to go over in this video, because this video has kind of been all over the place, so I do apologize about that, is something that I put on Twitter recently regarding something with V Trigger 2. And I think I do have the recording, I need to double check, but I don't think everyone has seen it. Now, Blanka, when he's in V Trigger 2, his Lightning Beast, he does have a lot of ambiguous setups or random cross-ups that you don't think will cross up, and one of them happens in the corner. I do have the example, so let us showcase that example now, and then let's see what happens there. So he does this setup here. No, that's the wrong one. That is the wrong one. I apologize. It should be this one. It's definitely this one. So yeah, he's gonna do up ball, and then he's gonna get a cross up there. So if you didn't see it, let's just show it again. So he'll activate V Trigger, up ball, and then get that cross up there. So what he's doing there is he's doing activates V Trigger 2. I've just pressed a random button, so crouching light punch, and he goes into light up ball, so light vertical attack, and then he trajectories. He directs his lightning beast, the rolling cannon, to go diagonally down, so it crosses me up in the corner, but he stays in front. So that's what's catching a lot of people out. So the answer to that, and I'm gonna just show you this now. I put it on Twitter, but the answer to that, you want to use Mika's stand hard punch. So let's do this now. As you can see, I'm out of the corner. Now, when you're doing that, the reason I say do standing hard punch is because it moves Mika forward. Now, if anyone else wants an answer to this, you just need to find a button that moves Mika forward. Moves your character forward, and that will leave you in range to punish Blanka. So when we do that, we can get the stand medium punch, and then get that full punish there. And then he's trapped in the corner. Well, obviously not in that combo, but you just use stand hard punch to get yourself out the corner, put him in the corner, get the punish, because you're punishing the recovery frames of the rolling cannon, and then whatever damage, reset, or etc, whatever you want to do, you've done that there, which is pretty decent. And yeah, so I'm going to leave all the necessary information in the description below. Apologies for this video being higgledy-piggledy and my tongue being twisted, but yeah. Hopefully this video has been insightful to you guys, and you learned a little bit more about how to deal with certain things that Blanka may be throwing out and putting you under pressure by. Like I said, the matchup hasn't been fully fleshed out, but hopefully this can put you in the right direction. Yeah, all the necessary information will be in the description below, as well as my Twitch and my Twitter. If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel and you want to, feel free to do so. This has been your boy HT Jammers, and I will see you guys on the next Street Fighter 5 video. So until then, take care and enjoy the rest of your day.